so much. To my dear friend, Madam Rajbi, it's always such a pleasure to see you, and being able to host and have you speak on Parliament Hill recently was a huge honor for all of us. I'm glad to be joined by several of my parliamentary colleagues as well today for this very, very important opportunity. We are clearly witnessing a momentous period in modern Iranian history. For the past 5 months, the Iranian people have braved killings, arrests, and have come to the streets to demand a regime change and demanding a democratic government. It's so difficult to watch the news and see the kind of brutality we see happening. But for all Canadians to see that, to understand the United States and Canada and other wonderful parts of our world live in freedom, live in democratic countries, and probably have rarely seen the kind of brutality that we are seeing on the nightly news. But that's because they've had enough. Beautiful young women, handsome men that are putting their lives on the line is something that we all need to applaud and encourage and do everything we can. We're not standing in the streets with them, but we all have a voice. You don't have to be Iranian to have a voice. You have to care about democracy and human rights. And it's imperative, parliamentarians or not, that we talk to our friends and talk to our neighbors, educate them, talk to them about just what kind of persecution is going on there and why it's so dangerous for the world to see that regime continue. The astounding revolution that we are watching on the nightly news have liberated their minds of this regime and are now moving effectively to take power back from it, has gained the admiration and respect from all free peoples in the world. This is especially the case with our brave Iranian women, taking the leading role in paying with their lives, as no less than 60 have been shot and killed or murdered because of beatings and torture by the guards while in captivity. Iranians have made it clear that for them, the choice is not between worse and bad, the current theocracy and the dictatorship that preceded it. They want a democratically elected republic. This is echoed in their chants of no to monarchy, no to theocracy, and yes to democracy and equality. They just want what the rest of the world enjoys, and they have every right to have that. The regime stole the freedom revolution of 1979, as we heard from Madam Rajbi, and instituted laws that violated the principles of Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This regime has been tolerated and its abuses ignored for far too long by all Western democracies, Canada included. Business as usual must end, and the IRGC must be listed as a terrorist entity. Thanks to the Iranian Resistance, their strength, their determination, and the organization of thousands of resistant units inside Iran that had begun since 2014. The younger generation and the women of Iran have, in defiance to the regime, stood up to say, "We do not fear anymore. We will fight, we will die, we will take our country back." That's determination. We as parliamentarians from all parties will continue to sanction and condemn the Iran regime's outrageous violations of the protesters' human rights and to increase the pressure on the regime and to hold to account all those responsible for the crimes being committed by this regime in Iran. Today, we are joined here in a comfortable auditorium, all with one core belief in human rights and democracy. And we will hear more from our other speakers this afternoon. But please take the message back to the community, the broader community, because it should not be just the Iranians standing up and demanding democracy in Iran. It should be all of us. Each and every one of us have a responsibility to stand up and be counted, and not to stop until this regime is pulled down and Iran has free and democratic elections to happen. Thank you all very much.